Hi, this is Chris German from the Apartment Dealer on what is now day 10, I guess, of this stay-at-home order here in California. And I wanted to share just some information regarding this 90-day moratorium that they've put against tenant evictions. Now, we had two lawyers with us over a week ago at our educational webinar. So I would point you to that video content to get the ins and outs on how to address this 90-day ban on evictions effectively is what it is. If you did not have a chance to partake in the webinar, missed the video content, I would suggest you go to savemyapartments.com, savemyapartments, plural with an S.com. You can access the video content there. We brought together some of the brightest minds in the real estate multifamily space, individuals who track the markets, who have been very keen as to whether markets are going up, down, sideways. They shared all that content with our clients so that we would know how to brace ourselves for the days and weeks ahead. But specific to my own rentals, something that I mentioned in passing at the webinar, didn't think much about it at the time because I was talking about what would I do with my own units in terms of tenants who may not be able to pay rent on the first. And then I got a slew of emails and phone calls asking for the letter that I was going to use. So if you missed the webinar, I mentioned that I was going to be sending a letter to all my tenants, giving them a 10% reduction on the rent for the month of April. I since have decided that it would be a 20% reduction. And the reason being is twofold. One, very simply, 80% is better than 0%. Two, I felt that if I approached the tenant first before they had to come to me and ask for a favor or try to negotiate on the rent, that it would be a sign of goodwill. You know, we're essentially all in this together. And the letter says exactly that I understand that this situation impacts some of us more than others. And so in light of what's going on, if you pay your rent by April 1st, you have 20% off and it's forgiven. It's not something I put on the back end a month from now. It's forgiven. Just pay me 80% and we'll be square. Come the month of May, you return to your regular rental rate. So because of the interest we received, I thought, why not get this letter out to everyone in case you think this is a good idea for your position. You know, I realize for a lot of landlords, given on your size of ownership, we have some clients that own, say, 1 5-unit property. It's very easy to send a letter and go door to door and have a conversation. For our clients who own hundreds and thousands of units, that becomes a little bit more difficult. So you hope that the letter will do its work on its own. But whatever I can do to assist at this time. At the same time, I want to offer this disclosure. I have not had an attorney read over this letter. I don't know, all the in and outs, ramifications when you offer a reduction for 1 month, what that means. I guess I'll find out in the days ahead. So I just want to share that with you now. But if you click the link that's below, you can download this letter for yourself to use if you think it's something that'll, help you sort through things. Not only April 1st, but if they truly keep us in this pseudo quarantine past Easter, now you're talking about May 1st. It's going to be an interesting situation. If our tenants have been out of work or their wages have been cut for any length of time, you put yourself in their situation. A lot of times us landlords are in a different socioeconomic situation than our tenants. Although we started maybe where they are, we maybe forget those days. And so, they're having to juggle between multiple bills, invoices that they're looking to pay. And we need to be cognizant of that. And that's why I approach my tenants in this way, so that as they judge between this bill, that bill, and the other, hopefully Chris, because he's doing the right thing, he's trying to offer some assistance, I move up that totem pole in terms of who's going to get paid in the months ahead. Click here if you'd like to access the letter. Again, if you didn't have a chance to watch any of the educational content, I implore you, go there now. There's no sales pitches, there's no strings attached. If you've partaken in any of my educational content, we offer everything to help you in the management, the day-to-day of your business. We're all building a financial legacy. In these times, maybe we're thinking more about just preserving the legacy than the actual growth at this point. However, we can help. Chris German from the Apartment Dealer, wishing you positive cash flow, tenants who behave, and much protection from Uncle Sam. Stay safe.